Jungkook is standing in front of his best friend Yeonjun's house door. He came here to spend some time with his best friend. But he has another reason for coming here. And you will get to know that in a while, puffballs. After press a doorbell few times, a hot handsome tall guy opened the door. And after seeing the guy, Jungkook's eyes light up. As this guy is the reason he come here on every 2 days. Seeing Jungkook looking at him without blinking his eyes, the guy in front of him named Kim Tae-hyung, his best friend Yeonjun's little uncle who is only 6 years older than them, gave his boxy smile and said to Jungkook, "Oh Jungkook, you came. Come inside. Yeonjun is waiting for you in his room." Hearing Tae's words, Jungkook come into reality. And his cheeks turned into pinkish. As he is blushing now. Looking down shyly, Jungkook enter inside. While walking, Jungkook noticed Tae is wearing an apron. Looks like he was cooking something. So Jungkook asks him, "Were you cooking something?" "Yeah, I was trying to make some new dishes. Do you wanna try it?" Tae asks Jungkook with a sweet smile on his lips. And without taking any second, Jungkook said excitedly, "Can I?" "Yes, of course. I like to eat." Seeing Jungkook this much excited, Tae smiles. While Jungkook smiles awkwardly and rubbing his neck, he looks down. They both come to the kitchen. Tae served a few dishes in front of Jungkook to taste it. One by one, Jungkook tastes every dish Tae made. And started praising Tae. As Tae made every dish perfectly. Tae smiles and comes closer to Jungkook. Jungkook looks at Tae with widened eyes. His heartbeat starts to increase. And then he skips a bit when Tae's thumb touched the corner of his lips. While after wiping the corner of Jungkook's lips softly, Tae looks into Jungkook's eyes and said with a sweet smile, "You still eat like a baby." Hearing Tae's words, Jungkook started blushing. And seeing Jungkook's blushing face, Tae smiles. Jungkook immediately looked away to hide his blushing face and said, "I'll go and meet Yeonjun." Saying this, Jungkook scolded himself for stuttering in front of Tae. And before Tae could say anything, he ran upstairs. Seeing him running like this, Tae chuckles and whispered, "Cute." Jungkook walked up the stairs and stood in front of the door of Yeonjun's room. He is breathing heavily. He feels like his heart is going to beat out of his chest. He don't know why his heart beats like crazy whenever he's near Tae. Even if it's just a little bit closer. But still his heart beats like crazy. Jungkook closes his eyes and thinks about that day. The day he saw Tae for the first time. Flashback. Right in the middle of first year. Jungkook had to change colleges due to his father's business. Coming to a new college. It becomes difficult for Jungkook to make friends with anyone. Because he can't talk to anyone on his own since childhood. He is very introvert person. Yeonjun was his secret. So Yeonjun talked to him by himself. And after talking at one point, both of them become best friends. One day Yeonjun asks Jungkook to come to his house in the evening to complete a college assignment. Jungkook also agreed to go. And in the evening, Jungkook come to the address Yeonjun has give him and rang the doorbell. After ringing the doorbell twice, Tae comes and opens the door. Jungkook forgets to blink for a moment when he sees Tae. He is looking at Tae with eyes full of fascination. While seeing Jungkook looking at him like that, Tae says with a charming smile, "You are Jungkook. Yeonjun's best friend, right?" Jungkook snaps back to reality when he hears Tae's deep voice. And looking down, he nodded his head. He is ashamed of staring at Tae like this. Seeing Jungkook's blushing face, smile didn't leave Tae's lips. He said to Jungkook in a sweet voice, "Come inside. Yeonjun is waiting for you in his room. His room is upstairs left side. You can go there." Hearing Tae's words, Jungkook rushes inside and climbs the stairs. Closing his eyes with his hands on his chest, Jungkook took a couple of deep breaths to calm his increased heartbeat. Tae's deep voice is still ringing in Jungkook's ears like a sweet melody. This is the first time Jungkook felt something like this for someone. Jungkook felt his cheeks heat up just thinking about Tae. Holding his both cheek with both hands for a while, Jungkook calmed down and entered Yeonjun's room. Yeonjun was already sitting in front of the assignment. Jungkook sat next to Yeonjun. The two talked and started to do the assignment. While they're doing the assignment, Tae comes with some snacks for them. And then giving a sweet smile, Tae left. Then while eating those snacks, Jungkook hesitantly asks Yeonjun, "Who is he?" "Oh, Tae. He is my little uncle. But I call him by his name because he is just 6 years older than me. We both live in this house together because of his office and my studies. And our parents' lives out of country," Yeonjun said while munching the food in his mouth. That's it. From this day, Jungkook starts to come Yeonjun's house in every 2 days. Although Jungkook doesn't get that much chance to talk to Tae, but still he come here regularly just to see Tae for once. Because he fell in love with Tae at first sight. And he don't care if Tae is his best friend's uncle. He can be his best friend's uncle too, if Tae is agreed to accept his feelings. Flashback end. In present, Jungkook enter inside Yeonjun's room. And after seeing him, Yeonjun said, "So you got time to come to your best friend's, huh? I thought you would stay with Tae today." Hearing Yeonjun's words, Jungkook became shocked and stutteringly said, "What? What are you talking about? Why would I stay with him? I was just tasting his new dishes." "Oh, please don't act innocent. I know you come here just to see Tae. So now accept that you love him." Looking at Jungkook with a serious look, Yeonjun said, "Fine, I accept. I love him. And I come here to see him." Taking a deep breath, Jungkook said, "Oh, finally you accept it. I was waiting for you to tell me this from a long time." Made Jungkook sit on the bed, Yeonjun said, "What, you've been waiting for it? Don't you have any problem with that?" Jungkook asks shockingly with his eyes widen. "Why would I have any problem with that? Tae is hot, handsome, young, anyone can fall for him. So what's wrong if my own best friend fall for him? I'll be so happy if you both get together. I'll call you uncle then," Yeonjun said while giggling. While Jungkook blushingly hit his arms and says, "Yeah, stop it. What are you saying? You will not call me uncle. You will call me by my name as you always call." "Okay, but Kook, tell me one thing. When are you going to confess your feelings to Tae? I can't wait to get you as my uncle anymore." Looking at Jungkook with mischievous smile, Yeonjun said, "You started again. Don't call me uncle." Jungkook whined with a part on his lips. Seeing Jungkook's face, Yeonjun giggles. But then seriously looking at Jungkook, he said, "But I'm serious, Kook. When are you going to confess your feelings to Tae? How much time do you want to waste like this?" It's been more than a year behind him. Really, a year has passed already. I didn't even realize how fast time flows, Jungkook said with his eyes widened in shock. While Yeonjun held his hands and said, "Today you're going to stay here to confess your feelings to Tae. Today. Isn't it too fast?" Jungkook said with a shocking tone. "What? How can you even say it's fast? You have already wasted more than a year like this. And you're still saying this is fast? Like seriously?" Yeonjun said with a little mad tone. Okay, I will confess today. Don't be mad. I was just afraid of rejection. What if he don't feel the same?" Looking at Yeonjun with puppy eyes, Jungkook said, How can you even say that he don't feel the same? You didn't even try for once? Raising an eyebrow, Yeonjun said, yes, you are right. Okay, then today I'm going to confess my feelings to him. Now wish me luck. Looking at Yeonjun, Jungkook said. Yeonjun happily hugged him and said, wish you a very good luck, my soon-to-be uncle. You again call me uncle. Hitting Yeonjun lightly, Jungkook said with a cute pout on his lips, while Yeonjun giggles. Like this, both of them spend the whole day. At night after dinner, Jungkook is standing in front of Tae's room. Yeonjun sent him to confess his feelings to Tae. But Jungkook is nervous. He thinks for a while before knocking the door with his trembling hands. Door is open, come in. Tae said this in his deep voice. Hearing Tae's voice, Jungkook took a deep breath and then pushing the door he entered inside. But then the view he saw in front him, he wasn't ready to see. His eyes widened and he gulped hard when he saw Tae wiping his wet hair standing in front of his dressing table and only a towel wrapped around his waist. Oh Jungkook, what are you doing here at this time? Do you need something? Looking at Jungkook, Tae said. And hearing his voice, Jungkook snaps back to reality. Immediately looking away, he said, I'll come later. Saying this, Jungkook was about to leave Tae's room. But Tae stopped him by holding his wrist from behind. Why are you going back? When you already come this far? Tae said this into Jungkook's ear from behind with his deep husky voice. And after hearing Tae's deep husky voice, Jungkook felt like shiver run down his whole body. Closing his eyes, Jungkook pressed his lips together. Then taking a deep breath, he said, what are you talking about? I don't understand. You know very well what I'm talking about. Touching his lips into Jungkook's earlobe, Tae said, then you already know why I came here. Jungkook said in trembling voice. You can say it, yes. But I want to hear it from your mouth. Nibbling his lips into Jungkook's earlobe, Tae said, how you know that? I never told you that before. Jungkook asks in a shocked tone. I will tell you. But after you tell me what you came to tell me. Tae said this with a smirk crept on his lips. And Jungkook can feel it without even looking at him. So after taking a deep breath, Jungkook turned around. And then looking at Tae's deep ocean eyes, Jungkook said, okay then listen mister, I love you. I love you so much. Will you be my boyfriend? No. I don't want to be your boyfriend. Tae said, shaking his head in both sides. While hearing his answer, Jungkook's eyes become teary. Jungkook is about to cry at that time. Tae pulls Jungkook by his waist and says, I don't want to be your boyfriend. Because I want to be your husband. Will you marry me, my bunny? I love you so much. You are so mean. You already made me cry. Hitting Tae's chest lightly by his tiny fist, Jungkook said with a cute little pout on his lips. While Tae smiles and caressing Jungkook's chubby cheeks, Tae says, I will never let you cry. My bunny looks cute whenever he smiles. I love his bunny smile so much. And I love your boxy smile. And you're everything. Really? Looking at Jungkook's eyes, Tae asks. Jungkook nodded his head and says, yes, really. Now tell me how you know that I come here to confess my feelings to you. I heard your conversation with Yeonjun. But at the time I didn't said anything. Because I wanted to hear that from your mouth. As I also love you from the very first day. I was just waiting for your graduation day to confess my feelings to you. But now I don't have to wait for it anymore. I want to ask you now. Will you marry me, my baby bunny? Will you be my life partner? Tae said with a boxy smile. Of course I will. I have waited so long to hear this. Looking at Tae with a teary eyes, Jungkook said, can I? Caressing Jungkook's lips with his thumb, Tae asks. Jungkook nodded his head shyly. Tae lean in front of Jungkook's face and then connect his lips with Jungkook's lips. He kissed Jungkook so gently and passionately. Jungkook also kissed him back with the same passion. After kissing for a while, breathing heavily, Jungkook said to Tae, "Let's do it. I want to feel you. Make me yours. Make love with me. Are you sure about it, bunny?" "I'm more than sure." Desperately pulling Tae closer by his neck, Jungkook said, "Wait baby, let me lock the door first." Giving a peck on Jungkook's forehead, Tae said this. Jungkook nodded his head in agreement. Tae locked the door and then taking Jungkook into his arms, he went towards his bed. Placing Jungkook into the bed, Tae gave a loving kiss into Jungkook's forehead. Then looking at Jungkook's eyes, Tae said in his deep husky voice, "Baby, I'll be gentle. Stop me if you feel uncomfortable, okay?" Hearing Tae's words, Jungkook smiles and pulls Tae into a hot passionate kiss. And then you all know what happened, right? So now imagine the rest by your own. And leave them alone, puffballs.